Hello, hello, my sacred friends. I am so happy to be here today. Please say hi when you pop on. So we're going to do some really big magic today. As you can see, I did my face up for this beautiful energy today. So if you don't know, we are in the Lion's Gate energy. Hello, Andrea. An extremely beautiful portal of really manifestation and soul embodiment energy. So this started on July 23rd and goes till September 15th. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Brad. And it's a portal of ascension, a portal of embodiment. And yes, part 2. So this is my third or fourth Lionsgate activation today, what we'll bring through. So what I want to talk a little bit about is really the energy of it, but why, right? Why is something like this, the Lion's Gate, affecting all of us? I know you all feel it. I've been feeling it, we've been feeling it for weeks. It's beautifully intense. It's that kind of beautiful intense where you know that this inner transformation is happening. So you're kind of okay with the sleepy days and the things that are clearing out. But yeah, so why are we going through it to begin with? Hello, Sherry. And for my replayers too, when you guys hop on, say hi, and also share with us after the activation. I love hearing everybody, your feelings and your senses after the activation. So yeah, today, just kind of briefly with it, I'm sure a lot of you understand, but I want to start gearing my chats more towards anybody who's hopping on. Like, we're all at different stages of this ascension and awakening, and I just want to make sure I'm always reaching out to everybody at every level. So we've been going through this photon belt. The planet has shifted since 2012 to travel through literally a photon belt of light. And light, when people say love and light, sending you love and light, well, this is a literal scientific matter of energy that gives, it's been studied now with quantum physics, that gives humans their consciousness. And now that our entire planet has shifted and has been traveling through this photon belt for many years now, we have this increased what we call ascension times. Why everybody knows somebody who's going through it. Obviously, we're all in these groups together, so it's a lot easier. But you can even witness, so the people in your families and your friends who are more, I don't really like the term asleep. It sounds like really kind of judgmental. But you can witness the people who don't fully understand what's happening spiritually, energetically, not just spiritually, physically, energetically. You can witness them shifting as well. And everybody is going through these massive inner and outer life transformations because of this, because we are literally, our bodies are receiving more light from the universe, from our astrological position in the universe. And why? So now I'll get to, the portal that we're in. So the Lion's Gate portal, where the Sirian star, a lot of people say that the Sirians are if not the one of the major races that seeded this planet, through Egypt and Africa. And the Sirian star, of course, all stars are these, and of course they have their home planet, but it's a galactic center that is sending us spiritual light. Like the sun gives us beautiful light that we can see, again, that's actually enlivening our bodies, but is sending us spiritual awakening light. And that has been rising with the sun lately. So we are literally, physically, again, scientifically receiving these photons of light that are aiding the consciousness in our bodies and giving us the ability to be able to step further into our consciousness and get out of like the dark ages. It's actually reported a lot of people, when they study the history and how the planets align, when we go through things like the dark ages, actual, periods in our history that were more war-torn and tragic, things like that, it's because our planet is far away from these astrological spaces that give us humans and all earthlings actually more light on the planet. Yes, hi Brandy. Folks who are on a different step. That is exactly what it is. Folks, it's the same staircase. We're all on the same staircase. Some people are just on different steps. No different, same staircase, different steps. So, twofold. Two things I want to say before I kind of want to really just get into this activation. Why it's so important. This is why it's so important to do the energetic spiritual work. If you are not showing up for yourself energetically on the mat, really honestly dietarily, think vibrations, anything that is helping. You guys know that beautiful old saying, raise your vibration. Everybody wants to raise their vibes. What are you physically and energetically really doing to do that? Because by opening your body and actually raising your vibration, you are creating the physical opportunity through energy work, meditation, nature immersion, eating the right foods, the healthy water, the crystal work. Doing all of these things consciously, effortlessly, and daily is what physically opens up your body to also receive more of this light. So yes, the whole planet is in this beautiful stage, physically, position in the universe, but obviously you're seeing that people are affected differently by it. So even though people that are on a different step, they're still going through inner and outer life changes, you're seeing that they're struggling. Maybe some of you are struggling too, because people are not fully committing to actually opening your body up to this light, to be able to receive the benefits from today, days like today and our beautiful eclipses. Guys, the gateway comes around every year, and every single day we're in this photon belt now. So every single day we're able to receive these higher and more beautiful and gracious benefits of becoming more conscious and embodying our souls, but we have to do the work. We have to actually show up for ourselves, work with the energetic activations, work on clearing our body of the false energies of the societal conditioning that has been brought down to this planet before we've crossed into this spiritual light age, and just be determined, to take full advantage of everything that the universe has to offer. We decided to incarnate into these times for a reason. The people who came here now, you all, me, is for a reason. To wake up, to embody our souls, to be able to help the planet and everybody around us finally get back to this stage, this age of peace, this age of love. That's what's also being anchored in with these Sirian energies, is this unconditional divine love. Your sovereignty is being offered up to you. So, who doesn't want that, right? The financial freedom, again, the divine love, the literal peace. You guys know I talk a lot about peace, and it's not just some hippy-dippy kind of ideal out there. It's a literal, your nervous system, breathing, not having to have a fear in the world, actual creation and love with your neighbors and your family, peace in your heart and your mind, real actual peace is how it should be. And it's the gift that we can all receive, again, by choosing to show up and do the work, which honestly, guys, is the energetic work. It is the activations. It is the meditations. It is choosing to control your thoughts and your emotions and doing the clearing work that's necessary, best for you. So yeah. So with that, what I want to bring forth today is still going to be a frequency code, but we are going to anchor in this. It's kind of like a double whammy here, because we're already in the sacred portal of the Lion's Gate, the Sirian gateway, that brings us down this opportunity for soul embodiment and is blessing us with this beautiful light junction for our souls right now. Again, sovereignty, love, peace, financial wellness. So what I'd love you guys to do, put it in the comments or think it right now in your head, a specific intention that you would like to create. Let's say in this next portal, we're going till September 15th. Is when the big influx of this Sirian gateway, the Lion's Gate, ends, tapers off. So bring in your intentions right now. It doesn't matter if it's financial, love, health, again, wealth. Call it into your heart. Anchor it in, type it in the box, or anchor it in. And we are going to bring through a code, a Sirian manifestation code, an empowerment really code that's going to help assist create the energetic container within the Sirian gateway to come down and really help you embody and have the energetic ability to anchor that in, to truly manifest. I mean, this is what it's about. Having sovereignty of your own life and your own energy is manifestation on fire. Manifestation is so hard for humans because our bodies aren't in alignment. People aren't receiving enough light like we should be, training ourselves to in these times. So literally, if you're having trouble manifesting, there is an energetic imbalance or density, false programs that are laid down, and you need to be opened up to receive more energetic flow and light that literally just, brings you back to the creator, creatrix being that you are, and therefore the manifestations come. And that's kind of what we're going to bring in now. We're going to bring in the code for Sirian manifestation and empowerment. Let's do it, Brad. Pain is great to alleviate. Absolutely. Let's rid that. Let's do it, Brandy. All right. Yes, you can say them aloud. Type them in, say them aloud. Store them in your heart if you guys don't want to type them in. That's okay. Oh, yeah, Lindsay. Let's do it. Hello, BJ. We are, for anybody who's about to pop on, and we're going to start in 1 minute, bring a sacred intention that you would like to manifest within this Sirian Lion's Gate portal, to come into fruition before September 15th, to bring in the energy that is needed, the sacred people, the sacred places, the sacred opportunities to anchor in with a Sirian manifestation frequency code. So let's begin. I'm going to take a sip of water. I always drink with these. Always drink plenty of water with energy frequency work. And Anything that you feel is natural and safe. If you've never done a frequency code before, they are very powerful. You can feel them through the entire body. You can have visions of light, sacred geometrics. Some benevolent beings may also appear. You can feel things leaving the body, which are the false codes. Again, anything that you feel is completely natural and beautiful. And afterwards, I would love to share the experience with you. So let's go ahead and get started, my friends. Yes, Sherry, we're calling it in. We're bringing that energy for you and everybody on. Call in your sacred intentions, my friends. Hold them in your heart. The Sirian manifestation and empowerment frequency code is beginning now. So we're kind of going to do a twofold energy ride here, my friend. Again, there's a gorgeous, sacred, kind of opalescent portal in front of us, but before we anchor in that, before we allow the energies to course through our body, we're going to root in to the sacred Gaia, the crystalline grid that is below our feet, also our highest and most benevolent ascension timelines that are always anchored deep into the core of our mother. We're going to root because this can be a very high frequency influx here, my friends. So I'm just being told to honor this a little bit more. We're coursing up some emerald green energy from the earth, which actually I'm feeling is very physically healing. So I'd be very interested in hearing that afterwards. It's coming all the way up the legs, coursing through the legs, really rooting into the hips. There's like this kind of a second sacred emerald vortex in the stomach, the abdomen. Actually, the first word I wanted to say was tummy. So, and it feels really cheerful and kind of lighthearted. So it's kind of almost like a play inner child energy, and that's kind of why tummy wanted to come out instead. So let's honor that. We're really doing some beautiful, beautiful sacred earth inner healing here. Very, very vivid, rich greens coursing through our bodies. I'm being told that we're honoring our multi-dimensionality. We should always honor the fact that we chose to incarnate as earthlings, even while we can honor the places that we have been and are from. I'm personally feeling some pain flashes on the right, kind of like sciatic hip in the back, and so it's a double reminder. One, when you feel pain flares, this is false codes and false programs leaving your body. Just let them go. You don't have to know what it is. They are just leaving your body as the natural codes of the universe and the earth replace them. But the second fold is that you all might be feeling a little flare in other parts of your body, because of course we all have our own density and blocks. So just allow them to pang and let it go. They are being replaced by your natural sacred geometric nature. Okay. This was a really sacred, I don't even want to call it grounding or anchoring. I mean, it's really like we've been gifted or like transformed into Gaia. The green energy, I'm even seeing vines and leaves. It's pretty miraculous what's taking place in the body right now. They're bringing up soul embodiment again and reminding, they want me to really kind of hone in, because I know a lot of us kind of sometimes feel homesick or like we don't belong, or like the earth is, our lives here have been such a struggle. But this is what we wanted, and it's so sacred. And to truly embody our soul as a Gaian, is that a word? That's what I keep hearing, as a Gaian instead of an earthling. But yes, to truly embody this earth and being is really, really gorgeous. It's kind of like a whole new vitality that's being offered to us right now by owning our path and our destiny as we chose to come here to this planet, this dimension, to fulfill it. Okay. Alright, and so now some of those opalescent waves that are in front of us, this portal, I'm not hearing that we're going to go into it. They just want to fully acknowledge the access point, that we have opened our connection to the Sirian star, the Sirian home planet, and that these gifts, the frequencies from this portal, are ours for the taking. We're being bathed in these opalescents. I'm seeing pinks and purples and diamonds and blues, very kind of non-worldly. I mean, it's easy to say colors out of a Crayola box, but it's, opalescent. Very, very universal, beautiful codes and light are just being bathed onto this new body that we kind of just grew here and embodied. So they're saying that this is emerging. This is the conscious activation and the conscious point where we can understand our duality again, our multi-dimensionality as an earth and star being. And this is where manifestation really comes in, because we are anchoring ourselves as creators, the creatrix, into this body. It's not some foreign concept. We're not wishing, we're not goal setting. We are commanding in, we are creating the reality that we wish to perceive. every cell in our body is kind of lifting. Really, everything at the beginning I was speaking of, kind of the light, it also actually makes us feel lighter when we're gifted these frequencies. It's like it's lifting the entire body. One of the things starseeds struggle with is actually the physical density on this planet. We're being reminded that we aren't dense matter, that also is just a perception. There's really big activations taking place in the crown and in the cerebrum. We are empowering all of the sacred intentions that we have anchored into our hearts. We're definitely being greeted by some benevolent Sirian beings. They offer us creativity, life. They're saying life-giving joy. It's an interesting way to put it, but it's the joy that makes us come alive. It's the joy that's the reason we're alive. Really goes back to that inner child play at the beginning. Giving us the sacred remembrance of what it's like to truly be in awe of this planet. To just dive headfirst into our activities without always thinking how things come into fruition. We just do. And that's the energies we're receiving. We're just getting back to the ability just to do, just to create, just to call in. So we're going to do a little bit of an expansion frequency here because I'm starting to see the body go in and out. So I want to specifically call in an expansion frequency that allows the container of your body, your soul, your energy to safely strengthen and expand itself. If anybody did my heart expansion frequency code, that's akin to what we're doing right now. It's giving us the vision, the ability, again, the perception. It's so important to be able to perceive the holograph, the reality that we want, so that we can project it out. And this is opening and expanding and strengthening our abilities to actually truly perceive and create the wonderful sacred things that we've all called in today. This is like an unfolding of your greatness. Very safe, very beautiful. Kind of feels like you've been given space to stretch out. Not so confined or limited anymore, which is really, again, what those false programs do. They box you in quite literally, energetically. So let's breathe into that expansion, because we're about to allow this code to taper off as we honor our new expanded and embodied abilities. Our new expanded and awakened perception. We hold the strength and the power to create those realities that we have called in, those that serve our best interest in the most benevolent ways. Okay. And I'm getting the message that we can allow this official transmission to end. Again, if you've watched these before, these very sacred frequency codes will still be blossoming in your system. You have this activation now. You have this ability to embody and kind of anchor and call up the earth like we did, and really embody our earth spirit and our earth purposes, while simultaneously remembering that we are the creators and creatrixes, and we have the ability to also step in. That's really kind of the energy. We weren't calling it down. The portal was in front of us, and we were calling it in. We were allowing it in. We didn't even have to step into it. We were embracing it, allowing it to come into our being. That's a really big one. I actually do a frequency code, call it allowance, because it's a very big energetic block that humans, again, cultural, societal programming and the false codes of this planet have kind of put up this really big shield to not allow these types of frequencies, and really kind of all the good things, which is another frequency code. So that's really what we were given here, is this chance to just open up our energy fields to allow both parts of us, all I mean, I say both like there's only two parts to us. The multi-dimensional factors and beauty of who you all are, to really come up together and contain and create that beautiful sacred container that is you, that can very, very much create these beautiful outcomes in the here and now. Yeah, BJ. There was a really, so we, the intentions, we were anchored into the heart. That's where we're going to pull forth and own it. And honestly, if we can't speak our wishes into this planet, then what is it? I mean, that's what it is. We are owning what we want and our desires. We are owning what our sacred hearts want, our souls have been craving for. So lots of beautiful, I can understand how you're feeling it there. So, yeah. Oh, yay. Oh, Leanne, yeah, it'll be back on if it didn't come through. Oh, I hope I didn't lose connection, guys, because I had my eyes closed, so I didn't see if it was me. I hope not. But I will bring this back on. I know sometimes, when you hit play, there's no problem with connections. And yeah, I just want to send out my own love to all of your beautiful souls and all of your beautiful intentions, because again, the times that we're living in, yes, the Lion's Gate, but now our lives right now is really about guys always hear me about talking about taking back your power. What is that? That's sovereignty. It's saying that I have conscious thought and emotion, bodily, energetic control of my own life. I am not just living a program in a condition of society. And again, this isn't like a slight or anything. It's just how it was. You know, our parents were all living in a conditioned program. We were chosen to be birthed into an era where we can consciously, because the light, the real scientific energetic light of the planet, of the universe, is giving us the opportunity to break free from the conditioned earth program, so that we can do things again, like actually manifest what the fuck we want and live the lives that we want, to consciously map out and create a beautiful life for us, for our children, but for our neighbors in the world. You know, sacred community, everybody being able to come together and live safely and peacefully once again. That's literally what we're creating. But we need each of us to consciously, again, choose. That's what sovereignty is. You don't actually have to do any of this. It's the free will choice, you know, to kind of live and choose to live consciously in the ascension times or not. But why not? So I love you all. I have to plug the Frequency Codes course because, guys, this is what I do. It is empowerment. The frequency codes are your natural birthright. They are the original sacred blueprints of the universe that live within your very cells and help you energetically, physically, with frequencies, break free from those conditions that have been laid upon us. Last round was magnificent. I have some of my beautiful students on from last time who have had amazing results. I have been getting amazing results from day one, and they're for you, and they can help you. We start Monday. It's a 6-week course, 18 live activations. And an activation is like this. You know, I come on and I channel messages and energies for the specific codes. We go through home, body, mind, soul, psychic and healing abilities, and really embodiment. Really just kind of opening up all areas of our life, because why work on one thing? That's just, I mean, that's how I like it. Opening up everything and healing and loving everything. So, and then we do an activation, and then we stay on. These are Zoom recorded calls, and then we stay on later, and I can see you guys face to face on the Zoom calls, and we can chat about what happened. And then every single day in the group, I'm there with you, walking you through your experiences, opening you up in different ways if for some reason you are having difficulty, but most people feel these and awaken from every single code. So it's a very beautiful container, a very powerful transformation. It really is the opportunity to step in to your ascension timeline and call in your purpose here on earth and get concrete results again from day one, but to, you know, week 6 beautiful weeks of this. So I have payment plans as low as $88.88 bi-weekly. That's 9 payments, $133 a month for 6 months, for a 6-week course, or $7.99 in full. And that gets you 10 bonus prosperity codes as well, which have been also quite wonderful. I would love to discuss that with any of you. Feel free to PM me. Feel free to check out all the other codes that are available in the group, and all the many, many articles. I've been sharing about the codes as well, and just know I am here for you. And yeah, let me read a little more before I hop off, guys, because I love sharing. That's what this is all about. It's really, you know, it's the soul connection. It's helping each other step into the light, you know, and really navigate through all this that's happening to all of us equally. Oh yeah, BJ, look at that. We're meeting minds. Hey, Yvonne. Maybe the activation wanted you focused and in. The green was so, I did not expect that from a Sirian activation. If you guys don't know, so frequency codes, see, I think I talked so much about it in the group, but so frequency codes are gifts from Melchizedek in the order of light. This is pure source energy through the Ascended Masters. And I started, wow, I've been working with them for like 2 years. It's been nothing like this year when I fully stepped into ease, which is an actual frequency code, of literally allowing myself just to channel in these high energy transmissions. So last year, I would have been too scared or doubted my abilities, even though I was a powerful healer then too. But we all go through those things. It's a transformation of standing in our own power, why I talk about this so much. So when I really got into the space of allowing these frequency codes to come in, that's just what I do. I don't have any preconceived notions of what's going to come on or what I'm going to channel, because that's all, where's my left brain? That's all left brain, and you get so stuck in the how and the linear and the am I going to do this right and yada yada yada. So that's why with the activations, I just let the energies come in, and that's what I do in the course. While yes, I have specific ones that are going to come through, like the week 1 is Happy Home. I love that code. Seriously, it just makes your entire place feel absolutely beautiful. Your kids love it. Partners love it. One of my favorite, I mean, there were so many beautiful testimonials from Happy Home, but one of them that I thought was awesome was one of my students, she was having like a little fight with her husband, which was out of the ordinary. And she just called in Happy Home because I teach you guys how to also just activate these. This isn't something that once you get it, you have to listen to the track forevermore. No, we're activating your power. You're activating your light. You know, you guys have these abilities too. So that's really what an activation is having your cells remember and wake up to these frequencies and to these abilities so that you can call them in too. So she just called in the frequency of Happy Home, and like 5 minutes later, the fight completely ended, and her husband went on a run with her and hasn't went on a run with her in those 15 years of marriage. And I just thought that was, I mean, and that was just one of the tiny things. I mean, the Happy Home frequency has cleared chemtrails in the sky. Powerful stuff. They evolve. So, but I really like that one because it's concrete. You know, it creates beautiful magic. But yes, I mean, that's just week 1. Happy Home, Seal and Protect and Elevate, because we always start from the ground up. And then we move into the heart and the mind, expansion and healing. There's an aura restoration, an expansion one, kind of a little bit of what we did today with that expansion, and so many more beautiful codes. I couldn't name them all off the top of my head because, again, I didn't create them. I just ask what needs to come forth for you lovely souls. And now there's 25 of them that you get in the course. I saw a light where some things jumped forward into my heart. Yeah. And there was lightning coming from the portal and all around me. Yes, so again, very interesting that it was coming towards us. I just went in a wormhole or a portal in Brad's meditation, Lionsgate meditation this morning, but I was traveling in it. That's something I'm used to. I've been traveling through those things for many years now. And I was receiving codes, kind of on the outside. I was receiving stuff, but this was really interesting that it was really, really coming at us. Oh, I love that. I love you too, Lindsay. Yeah. Owen, so do you already know what the bow and arrow and bear paw print mean? If you don't, ask. Sit afterwards and say, I would like to receive the message and the download of what they are. You probably already do, but if you don't, and if anybody else saw things like that you don't understand, ask. We did that yesterday. We talked about spiritual asking. Just ask the universe. I guarantee you, in most cases, again, especially if you're clear and energetically aligned, you're going to receive the answers. Because you're a powerful, spiritual, creatrix being. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, Sherry. Yeah, very, very. This honestly was kind of calm. There was a lot going on, but it was more of a like an influx. Like we were just being surrounded by this. And, embodiment. Embodiment is, it's like a fill up. So I kind of consider that calm instead of sometimes the codes are like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Aw, thanks, Sherry. Do you guys like my, what's this called? Blacklight paint. I bought it like months ago and I wanted to play with it. And I was like, oh, it's the Lion's Gate. I'm going to put on some blacklight paint. Not that I have a blacklight, but I know. Oh, good, Lindsay. Yeah, ask. Ask what it is. Yeah, and then share in the group. Tell us what your answer is. Sometimes they come, most times, so answers don't always have to be, and Lindsay, if you haven't, or anybody, you should watch the live from yesterday. But it's not that you can't develop the skill, but so many people, I think, when they ask for something, then they're like, where's the spiritual voice that's telling me an answer? And that's really not always or rarely, honestly, how it comes in. Some people have really big clairaudient abilities, and some people can build it. Most people will build it. But still, that's still not how many times they're going to come through. They will come through in 3 days from now. Someone on here is going to do a bear oracle card or something, Lindsay. Something is going to come up. And, I almost don't want to say, but maybe I'm the one who's supposed to tell you. So Artemis just came to mind. I saw. Can you see both my hands? So things like that, you're just going to see somebody else will give you a message to maybe why or what. So you ask. And then don't, I got it, nobody's, so I think a lot of people are like, oh, but I can't hear. Not a lot of people can't, and they're not going to even, it's not the easiest way to speak to you, because that's a very big perception that we have, that of course we can't hear an incarnate being or something like that. Again, it's definitely a skill that can be built, but it's much more common to receive your answer through a more human way, more earthly way on this planet. So be open to that and everybody else. And yeah, I think with that I am going to say goodnight. This is such a beautiful portal today. And if any of you haven't, go check out Brad's meditation from this morning. That was super lovely. Again, this is my 4th session now, even though it's my own. I received the codes too, because again, they're gifts from Melchizedek, so I get to share in the energy as well. And, oh, look, there you go. So it probably is Artemis then. And now you got to find out what the bear wants to tell you. Okay, my friends, I would love to see you inside the Frequency Codes course. We start Monday, doors close Saturday, though. So reach out to me with any questions you may have, or there's a ton of sign-up links below, and I'll just get you added into the group. I'm sending you so much love to everybody here, and thanks for sharing space with me. Bye.